white like others who come from a different background that I come from. They don't understand. They might not know about my people and how I live. So for them to listen to that, it's very like enlightening for me.
I'm sure they relate a lot to you since you're from Orange County, so it makes a lot of sense.
Well, at the end of the day, we all the same, and they those white moms in a way are black, again, because we all came from Africa. So like it's all the same.
Totally,
it's all the same.
Totally get that kind
like, oh, is that Tammy Smithstein, or is that, Tamika Watkins? I don't know. It looks exactly the same to me.
Okay, you don't see color then.
No.
That's what you're saying. Okay, yeah. Clearly. Clearly you don't see color.
Yeah, so like, back to your question at hand. No, I will not say the N-word on this podcast, and I will not, say it in my music. I say it when I'm around my homies, Terrell, my other homie, Darnell. Darnell, actually, he been on this podcast before. That's why one of the reasons I was stoked to come here.
Okay, yes, that was your friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's mine.
Yeah. Wouldn't seem like you guys would have anything in common at all, but...
Like, if I'm gonna say it, I'll do it respectfully. Like, I'll say it without saying it. Kind of like an allegory or a metaphor or like a simile.
How How?
So I'll be like, what's up, my... so like, the next word I was gonna say, but like, technically I didn't say it. So I let the brain put the pieces together. It's kind of like show, don't tell, or like in a movie or something, like, or if you writing like a piece, it's like letting the audience connect the dots, So I'm like, what's up, my... I didn't say it, but in a way, like, where I was going with this. So that way I'm able to, able to express myself, but in a way that's censored so that the white moms can listen to it, Because also, it's hard because the thing is about that word too, it's like there's a lot of derogatory, how do you say, like, energy coming from the word.
Right.
Word, you feel?
Yeah.
Because think about it like that word was invented as a slur for my people when my people were enslaved. So, that's why I like to tread lightly with that word.
Yeah, I mean, if I was you, I would definitely tread lightly. Yeah, definitely. I would not be saying that word, for sure.
I can say it because, like, I get it. It's like with my people, we've done a good job of, like, reinventing the meaning of it for our people.
Right.
But, like, obviously, like, you can't be saying that shit for white man.
Okay, I wasn't planning on it, and I would be surprised to hear you say it as well. Just because, it's still your 1%.
Shut up, man.
Okay, yeah, no, I would tread carefully, because, we might have some full black people watching this podcast, not 1%.
More brothers. Maybe I can help bring in like more of a brother demographic for y'all. That'd be sick. Like,
I don't think you're gonna be bringing on any demographic, to be honest.
Yeah, it's good to see. It's good to see. People gonna see this podcast and they gonna be like, it's good to see a black man getting represented finally.
Okay.
Well, I don't really have many black guests, if any, on this show. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I might be your first black guest on this show. I might be your first black guest on this show.
Technically, we did have Darnell, but...
That says a lot about y'all. Yeah, but that episode, I saw that episode, that wasn't even about the black man.
Okay.
That was about a clanker.
I mean, technically, in my opinion, we still had a black guy on that podcast. But yeah, I'm glad we had a 1% black guy.
It's the same thing, bro.
Let's just move on, Tiny Baby.
So
you're a SoundCloud rapper. Yeah. What did you do before rap? I'm assuming you weren't always...
Well, rap, the rap game, I mean, I'm just gonna say it, like the rap game saved my life.
Oh, it did?
It got me out of the hood, it got me out of Orange County. You see, because before the rap game, I was, oh man, it was hard again, like talking about the PTSD and back in the hood in Orange County.
Yeah, you keep saying Orange County. Where in Orange County did you even live?
Right by, I was neighbors with Kobe Bryant. So we were in a gated community, but that's why we had to have it gated, because like it's dangerous out there.
Oh, so you were in a gated community. This is sounding more and more like you're living a luxury lifestyle in a very safe neighborhood.
No, let me answer the question about what I was doing before I was a rapper. You just cut me off.
Yeah, go ahead. You're the guest. Yeah, what were you doing? I'm assuming something not
Let
that
a black
difficult.
man speak.
The floor is yours. The floor is yours.
Big facts.
The floor is yours, bud.
So, like, back in my days in the hood, I was an accountant.
You were an accountant?
Yeah, I was an accountant for my dad. Because he's one of the chief executive officers at Merrill Lynch. Okay. So, like, it was hard, man. Like, you know, I grew up, had to work with my pops because we were just trying to make money to slide by, to survive. And, you know, my pops, he hooked me up with a job. And luckily, I had my pops there to hook me up with that job in the first place. Because, like, man, this is something y'all won't get. This is something you won't get particularly. But for my people, it's harder to get hired. With my name and the color of my skin, I show up to an interview. Statistically, I'm not gonna get that job. Statistically speaking, I'm not gonna get that job. You gonna get that job. But hell, you know, I walk in, they see the color of my skin, and they already out the gate. There's a racial discrimination happening, man.
Your skin's white. Your skin's white.
I mean, maybe I didn't really, like, I've been inside a lot in the last, like, week. Like, you know, they see my skin color, they don't be hiring my kind, you know, so I'm lucky that I had my pops there to, you know, to back me up, bring me into the family business. And my pops has always had my back. He always, you know, 10 toes down. He was a good dad. It is a good dad because he's not dead or anything. Like, he's still around and shit, but, like, man, he was a good dad.
Okay.
And he raised me right, you know, he raised me right as a young black man.
So you worked as an accountant before you were a SoundCloud rapper.
Yeah, for Merrill Lynch.
That makes sense. That makes a little bit. I probably should have kept that job.
The investment firm Merrill Lynch.
Yeah, no, it's a big firm.
10 toes down.
Sounds like you were living a luxury lifestyle. I'm surprised you went over to the rap game.
And my mom, like, she, you know, she didn't work, but she did the hardest job in the world, which is like raising the kids. You know,
yeah,
she instilled good morals.
Stay-at-home mom.
Yeah.
Because your dad made so much money that she didn't have to work.
I mean, it's not like that. It's like she chose.
It's like she couldn't get a job.
Being a mother is a job. It's the hardest job in the world. You know, so like, and she had that job. So
yeah,
maybe that's why I have so many moms resonating with my music.
That's
you know,
gotta be it.
Maybe my mom is like the ghost of her soul is like channeling like through it. And she's not dead either, but like she's still alive, very healthy actually. Takes good care of herself too. You know, I love that about my mom. She does yoga, and, like stretches and stuff.
That has to do with anything, but yeah, all right, nice.
She does yoga.
What do you think of police brutality? Are you obviously you're 1% black? Do you have an issue with that, or you don't really give a shit?
Hell yeah, goddamn straight I got an issue with that shit.
He has an issue with it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm sick of it, man. Every time I be going around, I be driving around in my red Mustang and shit. Let alone the seagulls I gotta deal with. Got a bird pooping on me. Gangs of them. Banging. I also gotta deal with the ones who's supposed to be protecting me. But nah. They ain't protecting us. Not my people. Hell no.
Yeah.
They be out here trying to antagonize it, locking my kind up. They ain't on my team. Bro, I'm sick of it. Everywhere I drive, every time I see a cop, every time I see a two-time driving by, my heart skips a beat. I think to myself, I'm like, is this gonna be my last moment driving? Am I about to get shot? Hell, am I about to be incarcerated? Wrongly incarcerated? Framed? Plant some drugs in the car, and then next thing you know, a brother's locked up. Cause man, I got a ton of motherfuckers that are locked up in the joint.
Jesus Christ.
And it's sad. We drop like flies out there, and half the time, you know, they say it's black on black crime. Nah. I think it's pig on black crime. And I'm sick of it. My heart, I can't, sometimes I don't even like driving. Cause if I get pulled over, I'm scared. I'm scared.
Yeah.
I'm terrified. Every time I see a cop, Motherfucker, they don't make me feel safe. They make me terrified.
Yeah, it's tough for people like you, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be scared too if I was as black as you are.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
They look at the color of your skin.
But that's something that, like,
yeah.
I just hope you can try and get the perspective that I'm like trying to bestow upon y'all. I get it, you know, y'all. For the white moms that are watching this, and the white folks, like, just try to have some sensitivity to what a young black man goes through when he's in his car driving on the freeway and a cop drives by. You know, y'all might be like, you're overreacting. Nah, you ain't walk a day in my shoes, bro. You ain't walk a day in my skin.
Yeah.
You don't know what it's like.
Yeah, I don't know what it's like to be you, yeah.
Nah.
I think I might be a little darker than you, to be honest, but yeah, I don't know what it's... Yeah,
like I said, I was inside a lot this week.
Yeah, bad.
Working on my album in the studio.
Yeah. Well, okay, so now obviously you're scared of the police. What did you think of the George Floyd and the BLM rallies?
I mean, my heart was broken, you know. It's like, another one? How many of us brothers need to be, you know, basically publicly executed? On camera, by the way. These body cams, they're like, people be filming this shit, and it's like there's no repercussions. Man, I was heartbroken.
So you went to the protest?
Absolutely, I went to the protest. I was at the front lines. I just could not stand by and watch another brother drop. You know, it's time I get out there and beat the streets. Just like these cops be beating the streets, but they be beating my people. And I'm out there now, and I'm saying, no more, I'm done. And so, you know, I thought, like, culturally, it was a revolution. You know, I thought culturally people were standing up and finally understanding the struggles of a young black man. And I said, thank God. I said, praise be to the Most High. All glory to God. And that's what I say. 10 toes down, facts. Like, yeah.
Okay.
I need some more LaCroix.
Yeah, you sip on your LaCroix. Next question. This is a little bit more of a culture question. Who do you think won the Drake versus Kendrick battle?
Kendrick.
Oh.
Kendrick spanked Drake.
I would have thought you would have been Team Drake since you guys are both kind of white.
Nah. Drake is like, you know, he obviously, he be selling, you know, a lot of tickets, hitting the top charts, but like, that's not all about what it is, you know, in the rap game, that's not it. You know, the thing is about Drake, like, he's a little bit of a poser. I think, like, my thing with Drake is, like, I feel like he's always kind of, like, trying to act more black than he really is, you know, and he be like coming up on Kendrick, acting like, you know, honestly, he be acting a fool in front of Kendrick, trying to show him up. You don't come at, you know, Drake's a rapper, Kendrick's a poet, and he's a poet because Kendrick like me has the real like experience in the streets to like back up, you know, back up his lyrics, you know. That's why you could feel it when you listen to a Kendrick song. You're like, this is a story.
Yeah.
This is real. With Drake, it's a lot of hype, you know. And it's fun. The kids like the hype, you know. When you're in the club, sometimes you want to listen to some hype. But yo, when we talk about a rap battle and you get in the ring with someone like Kendrick Lamar, a man from Compton, you know, straight out of the hood, you know. It's just no competition.
Okay. I mean, I feel like you said you and Kendrick are both from the hood, but I feel like you and Drake are from like the same type. He's from the suburbs, whether you think it or not.
No, I mean, I ran into Kendrick recently. That's really good, boss water. I ran into Kendrick recently, and you know, we were at a music festival, and I wasn't performing. I was actually in the crowd. It was Kendrick's show. Right. But I ran into him because we crossed paths. And he really, we related to each other a lot. You know, I've always related to Kendrick every time I ran into him.
How would you relate to Kendrick? I feel like you guys are not the same at all.
Yeah, like we come from different hoods, but we still come from like the hood, you know what I mean? So like they know what's up. Like when I see King Kenny, he it's kind of like, you wouldn't understand this, but when you're in a room full of like, you know, white folks or whatever, as a black man, not that you're feeling bad, it's just like, you know, there ain't no brothers there. And then when a brother walks in, it's like, you know, you see it, you make eye contact, you're like, another brother's here. with Kendrick, it's on a whole nother level. Because you might see another black man and feel that, but and yeah, that's there. But with Kendrick, it's like, not only is he another black man, that's another man from the hood, and you can really feel it in the energy of an interaction, like with someone, and that's why, again, it's like a chain reaction. That's why Kendrick has a lot of relation and motivation from Pac, and I got a lot of relation from Pac too. I grew up listening to Pac. Actually, I didn't grow up listening to Pac so much. Mostly what I listened to was like the Beach Boys and like Madonna, because my mom would always play that. But then when I found out I was black, then I started listening to a lot more Pac. And, I see the correlation between boys from the hood.
Yeah, I'm sure you see a lot of that, coming from Orange County.
Yeah.
Just like the similarities between Orange County and South Central Compton. I feel like that's very, like, just right there.
And look, don't get it twisted, too.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted. As much as there's respect and love for Kendrick Lamar, nothing but the utmost respect. It's still a competition. We in the rap game, brother, and I'm coming for you, Kendrick. All right? And at the end of the day, I know they call you King Kenny, but pretty soon they're gonna be calling me King Tiny Baby, and that's just facts. Because I'm upcoming, and just like Pac was the king, and then Kendrick came in. I'm a little bit younger than Kendrick, but someone's got to come in, and who's next in line. And in the same way that Kendrick has dreams about Pac coming to him, I have dreams about Kendrick coming to me, saying like, you got to carry the torch.
Okay.
Keep explaining and preaching like what it's like to grow up, live in the hood. Show, don't tell through your music and your poetry what it's like to be a black man in America. And that's my goal, really. That's my goal with my music.
Yeah. I'm sure you're going to really be able to resonate with people.
Thanks.
Because you're so from the hood.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell. I can feel your hood energy right now. It's very palpable.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite?
Sometimes it comes across a little intimidating.
Yeah, I know when you walked in
Especially
here, I
for
was
people that
intimidated.
don't get the culture.
I was intimidated when you walked in.
They're like, what is this? And I'm like, yo, it's chill. I'm Tiny Baby. Because at the end of the day, I like to have a good time, too,
Yeah.
I like to vibe. I like to drink my LaCroix.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, it's all love pimping.
Right, yeah.
That's what I say. That's the name of one of my songs. It's all love pimping.
It's all love pimping.
Yeah, and it goes like this. It's all love pimping. Yeah. It's all love pimping. That's a fact. It's all love pimping. Yeah. It's all love pimping. That's a fact. Then I go into my rap. I say, yo, it's all love pimping. That's a fact. Man, it's so hard being young and black. The color of my skin, where do I begin? It feels like I always lose, I can never win. But we keep striving. We keep climbing higher. We got a black president. Yeah. That's the noise that I make when I know that my people on the rise. Everybody gonna lose their mind when they see the other side of the color of my skin. It's time we stop the sins and we start acting all righteous like God wanted us to when he began the world. And yeah, I mean, it kind of actually, the weird thing about that song is like it kind of becomes a little bit more like an R&B, like kind of like
Yeah, it sounded very like southern twang to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I could go into like more of my raps and too, and I can freestyle. You want to hear a freestyle?
Sure. Let's give me a freestyle. Give me your best freestyle.
Give me a beat, bitch.
You want me to give you a beat?
Yeah, make a beat. Come on, white boy. Yeah. 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 Tiny Baby's on the podcast, killing this shit. Man, I love to sip on this LaCroix in my hands. You beat up. Start over. Here we go. Tiny Baby on the podcast, I'm killing this shit. Everybody watches this and they're like, man, it's lit. I love this guest. He has a big old dick. No wonder that he's sucking on all these tits. He's got tits for days, he motorboats them, yeah. He loves to go ahead and play with them. Black. That's the noise that his mouth makes when he motorboats them. Everybody knows that I'm gonna overflow them with so much of my tiny baby juices. Man, they love it. They like, we want truces. We don't want no war with you, tiny baby, because you know that you are so strong and that you're gonna win. Oh, that's the noise.
Okay.
Why'd you stop?
I thought you were wrapping it up. It sounded like you were about to wrap it up. That's why I stopped. But it was good.
Well, I was just getting started.
I was just getting started.
I didn't these fools, they
heard
get that
enough. They heard enough of what you were doing. It sounded good. Yeah.
They heard it.
Yeah.
You heard enough, honestly. Like, shit, they ain't even ready for that.
Let's go on to the next question.
Yeah.
Enough with your raps. What's your favorite food?
My favorite food?
Yeah.
This is an awkward question because, like, I don't want to perpetuate the stereotype or anything, but like,
I have a feeling what you're gonna say.
my favorite food?
Yeah.
Nothing gets my mouth watering more than a piece of Kentucky Fried Chicken alongside like some watermelon and some grape juice. And I know that's a stereotype,
Yeah.
and I know that my people,
Very
might be
racist.
watching this and be like, oh, okay, but like, hey, that's my favorite food and that's my truth. So, y'all can go ahead and think whatever you want of it.
You've always ate that ever since you were a kid. That was your
Well,
favorite.
no, when I was younger, I used to eat a lot of like linguine pasta, like filet mignon, and like wagyu beef burgers, meatloaf, like spaghetti, mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Sometimes I would just eat like straight up like bread, mayonnaise,
Yeah.
and like a ham sandwich. That was good. Oh, and bologna. I love bologna.
Yeah. Yeah. I figured you would like bologna. But 99% of you would like that in mayonnaise for sure. Do you think your people get equal opportunity?
No, that's what I was saying earlier. Like,
Yeah, I guess you did say that. Yeah.
I don't no. My answer to that is no. I'm an advocate of DEI hiring.
You're an advocate of it.
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't.
I want to see more black men flying planes.
more black people flying planes.
More black men in movies.
Michael B. Jordan. He won the Oscar.
Did, and it was nice to see a black man getting his.
Do you think
So,
OJ did it? I know that's a controversial. Do you think he did it? Come on. Do you think he did it?
He didn't do that shit. Look, you can laugh. I know it's controversial, but like, the glove didn't fit. So what you gonna do?
Okay.
It's like they don't like to see. Man, the minute a black man starts becoming successful, the white man's just gonna do what he can to tear him down. You can go ahead and think what you want. I'm not saying everyone's perfect or like no. Every bunch has their bad bunch, I guess. But like no, he's I don't think he did. I don't think he did, and that's why justice system like let him walk away free, right? Or did he go to jail?
No, he got away with it.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
We answered a lot of questions here, Tiny Baby, and when you answered the question, you're 1% black, so apparently you're black. Do you have any final statements that you want to give our audience about anything you said here today? Yeah, go ahead. Floor is yours.
Yeah. So like, I got a few things. First of all, I'm really happy to be here. I'm grateful. All glory to God, and I hope that this podcast is a successful podcast. I do wish that Matt would have been here.
Same, yeah. I think he would have really liked you. You guys were related a lot since you guys are both white.
I think that I just hope that your audience understands a little bit more, what it's like inside the mind of a black man. And check out my music on SoundCloud, Tiny Baby Raps, and we're blowing up. Like my last song got already 5,000 streams, and we're already at 6,000 followers on SoundCloud.
Yeah,
So
sounds like you got a lot of
we're blowing
traction
up.
there.
I have 10,000 followers on Instagram. So like, shit's popping. You know, like.
Yeah, sounds like you're well on your way to success.
Yeah, and that's why I was so grateful to be able to come on to this podcast.
Yeah, I want to be able to, build your audience a little here.
Yeah,
Hopefully we can
exactly.
take our audience and
More
mix it.
people are gonna be finding this.
Yeah.
And what else? I think that's it. I can't really think of anything else.
No, I mean, like I said, you said a lot on this interview.
I don't know.
So I think people really get in the mind of a 1% black guy, and are going to take a lot from that. They understand the culture now because of you. And Tiny Baby, it's been a pleasure to have you on the podcast. I hope to have you back.
Maybe I do say something else just to my brothers.
Okay, well, make it quick, bud.
Keep up the, I know it's hard out there for all my brothers watching, but like, keep it pushing. To all my homies in Orange County that are watching this, keep your head on a swivel and just know, like, I'm gonna keep, making my music and sharing, like, our experience with the world, getting the message out, and I think the more people that understand it and see it, like, the more people that they're gonna see, like, just because the color of my skin is the way that it is, fundamentally, beneath that is the same human blood. We all bleed the same blood, and we all have the same feelings and emotions and stuff. So, don't judge me off the color of my skin. Judge me off my character. Judge me off like the type of person that I am, and I will give you the same respect. We need to start like seeing past just the way people look. So that's what I have to say. I think I spit some heat. I think I spit some facts. I think I showed my rapping capabilities on this podcast. And I won't be surprised if my SoundCloud blast off that.
Filling in for him. He is a homeless crack addict who prefers to be homeless. Ladies and gentlemen, homeless man.
Get out of here!
Oh.
I didn't talk you back.
Okay. Are we okay? What is going on? What was that? What is happening?
Sorry, I thought there was a leprechaun in here for a second. Turned out it was just a unicorn, though. Unicorns are friends with leprechauns who come and steal your shit.
Okay. Yeah, no, there's definitely not a leprechaun or unicorn in the room. You're okay. You're fine. Sorry. I never got your name. What was your name again?
My name was Carl. Carl Dingleberry.
Carl Dingleberry?
That's right, yeah.
Oh, that's your real name?
Yep.
Okay. Nice to meet you, Carl Dingleberry.
Hey, nice to meet you, too.
Kind of smell like shit.
What's that supposed to mean?
Definitely have a couple dingleberries in your pants right now, I would assume.
I'm just kidding. I know I saw that shit just came out of the dumpster.
Yeah, no, I could tell.
I
okay.
was dumpster diving. I was looking for some things.
Right. Okay, well, you're a very interesting guy. I really just want to jump
Things
into...
that I can put inside myself.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's start the interview. You told me off camera that you actually are choosing to be homeless? I'm a little confused. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, so the thing is, a lot of people, right? A lot of people are homeless because of mental health problems that they're going through, and they get hit by the economy,
Right.
they lose their house, right? Me though, I choose to be homeless. I love being homeless.
Starting a business? Put it in the right hands with LegalZoom.
Me though, I choose to be homeless. I love being homeless.
Okay, so wait. Let's backtrack here. You're choosing to be homeless. So what you're telling me is you don't technically have... Oh. Okay.
Sorry.
Now the unicorn is... What's
No,
going on?
not a leprechaun for sure.
Okay, no leprechauns in the room. All right? Let's just try to stay focused and maybe not fight the air or the leprechauns or whatever it is that you're fighting. We good?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So you said you're choosing to be homeless. So you're
That's
saying...
right.
So you're saying you don't have to be homeless?
No, not at all. Look, thing is about me, okay? I came from the finance world.
You did.
Yeah, that's right. I used to work at J.P. Morgan. I used to work at Merrill Lynch.
Okay.
I used to work I used to work on Wall Street, New York, see?
I find that hard to believe.
Me too. I know from the way I look, you know? But so here's what happened.
Yeah, let's
I used to work there, and then, the AI started coming in and taking a lot of people's jobs and whatnot, okay?
Right.
And I didn't get laid off, but I saw other people getting laid off, and I was like, look, AI is gonna come and take everything from everyone.
Right.
So I might as well lean into it. I might as well just lose my job now. You know, like, why am I trying so hard to keep something I'm not gonna be able to keep, right?
Okay.
And because I come from the finance world, I already did the math on all this, okay? So, I make more money now as a homeless man. Maybe not on paper, okay, but because I don't have to pay taxes, I don't have property taxes, I don't have a mortgage, I don't have kids I have to pay for, I really don't got nothing, okay? So I might make less on paper, but in real life, I make way more than everybody else.
Okay, I feel like there's no way that can be true.
No,
I
it's
mean, how
true.
much money are you making?
Let me put it this way, okay? Yeah. All right.
Right.
Now, because I like saving money.
Right.
$165 off of